In your field, you want to be the best at what you do. I think that's the culture of the firm. It's certainly my objective on a day-to-day basis. And I think about where we've evolved today, or where I've been in my career today. It's the most rewarding business that you could be in. Every single house that comes to market with a story behind it. It's really a wonderful piece of the puzzle. To be able to advocate for a client, help them make a wise decision, to be an influence at those key moments, it's incredible. What other business do you get a hug after a transaction, or you get a handshake and a look in the eye that says, man, thank you so much for your insights. Thank you so much for working so hard to make this work for us. This office has very high standards. And those standards get transmitted to a $100,000 condo, or they get transmitted to a $3.5 or $4 million or $5 million or $10 million estate. It's our standard that we provide to the client base. You know, in the end, your contract, whether you represent the buyer or whether you represent the seller, is to get them the best price and terms. That's it in a nutshell. Negotiation is something that you better have down, otherwise you're not fulfilling your contractual obligations. Thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the scale of the transaction, can be lost by poor negotiation skills. And you either have the skill set or you don't. Anger, drama, all that other jazz, that doesn't have to have anything to do with negotiating. Negotiating is a wonderful psychological process that you go through. You know, the worst negotiator in the world negotiates everything with a hammer when really a feather could have done the job. I really like to wake up every morning and have a new vision for where this firm is today and how we can be on the forefront, how we can stay always on the cusp on a day-to-day basis. To be modern in our business aesthetic and practices. Create an office culture to help your colleagues be excellent and to be able to problem solve in a manner that ties into our contractual obligations with our clients, whether we represent the buyer or the seller. And you end up with what I think our reputation is in this firm. We're excellent at what we do. We negotiate hardcore. But in the end, you're working for people. If we can scale accordingly and keep that culture, that would be probably the most important thing that I could accomplish.